Name is Phil Bender, and I started at the Lakeside Inn in the mid-90s. I've heard ghost stories over the time, yes. The people that I've heard ghost stories from seem to be pretty well grounded. Never felt that the people were off the wall. It's an old inn. Psychologically, I think it sets people up to think about ghosts, and you hear every creak and every rustle when the wind blows. And that's the movie most frequently mentioned to me, is The Shining, which I've never seen, by the way. Housekeepers in the room 30, which was supposedly the haunted room on the top floor. In room 30, they would make up the room and then go in later to check it out and would find towels, clean towels on the floor.
And when room 30 was being renovated in the mid-1990s,
workers claimed that the ghosts threw pop cans at them as they were working. When they took down one of the interior walls, they discovered this towel. And supposedly it contained the blood from a shooting in the 1930s.
The stained towel is embroidered with the name of the longtime owner of the inn, Arthur Aylesworth. The legend is he shot his wife in room 30.
The towel is still on hand and can be viewed at the Lakeside Inn. Once you tell guests the stories, and most of the guests are very interested to hear that.
The inn's current manager figures the blood is from a workman who cut himself on the job decades ago, used the towel to clean up, and then stuffed it in the wall. But the legend persists.
And that's the room that supposedly is haunted. Guests have claim to have seen both Mr. and Mrs. Aylesworth.
Arthur was married to an actress, Grace Aylesworth, when he took over the inn in 1919. They divorced in 1930. No shooting ever reported in the local papers. Ghost legends sometimes say it wasn't Grace that he shot, but rather another actress named Virginia Harned. Arthur Aylesworth had been her manager years earlier and even appeared in plays with Harned. But internet biographies list two husbands for Harned, neither of them Aylesworth. And Arthur Aylesworth is buried in the Lakeside Cemetery alongside his second wife, Ida, whom he married in 1936. Phil Bender says he heard another ghost story from a photographer staying in the room right below room 30.
And she claimed that during the night, at the foot of her bed was a figure in a clown suit. And that figure followed her into the bathroom.
And a photo of Aylesworth with a raccoon perched on his shoulder that hangs at the inn's front desk prompted a wedding guest to tell an eerie tale.
This young lady, probably in her mid-20s, came down, looked at the picture of Mr. Aylesworth on the wall behind the desk and said, "Oh, I saw him at the wedding last night." I just did not find that credible.
Over the years, Bender's been baffled by phones ringing with calls that hadn't been routed through the inn's switchboard, and occasionally room TVs that seem to switch themselves on. But does he believe in ghosts?
I was open-minded, but as the years went by at the inn, I became more skeptical day by day. I still try to be open-minded. I got to see one for myself too.